Taking a look at Bitcoin Cash, we can actually see that Bitcoin Cash has been ranging for the last almost 2 years. We can see the price has floated around this $530 mark since March of 2024. So if we do zoom out from the bottom that was created back in 2022, we can see that the price of Bitcoin Cash is floating above the 236 retracement at $450. This would suggest that as long as Bitcoin Cash maintains this price, there is an argument to be made that the price may continue higher. However, if we do see the market continue lower with Bitcoin heading into the 70s and Bitcoin Cash breaks below this 450 level, we can actually make the case that a capitulation back down to $330 will take place. Now in the macro perspective, you can actually see that the 382 would still be holding, which technically would suggest that if Bitcoin Cash maintains 334, you could still argue that the macro structure is still bullish, and only breaking below 334 can we get confirmation that this is actually a macro top, and a much larger capitulation for Bitcoin Cash will take place, potentially back down to $140 and potentially $207. So in conclusion, as long as Bitcoin Cash remains over 450, the price could be considered bullish, and as long as Bitcoin Cash remains above 340, the price may be considered bullish. However, breaking below 340 in combination with the price of Bitcoin capitulating lower, that would confirm that Bitcoin Cash has topped for the foreseeable future, and there will be another capitulation down to 207 and potentially 4 or 147, in my opinion.